the island, we do it locally.
Awesome.
Yep. Right here we have
Papaya.
cocoa. This is where chocolate really comes from. Yes, indeed. So normally you have to crack open the cocoa pod, and then you get the little tiny beans which are on the inside. Normally we call those our jungle M&Ms. We just suck on those. Yes. So we will put it in the sun to dry, and normally we roast them, and afterwards it will peel off the skin. After fermentation, normally grinded, we get the local cocoa powder. If you notice, 100% proof of our local chocolate stick made right here locally by the vendors and local persons on the island. So approximately 95% of our local cocoa beans were exported to Pennsylvania over to the Hershey's factory, but we no longer. It is now exported to Mexico. And 5% remains on the island to do our local chocolate stick. So right here we have the Valerie, the green bananas. Like I said, it's either a vegetable and the fruit at the same time. If you leave this right here, it will turn ripe and you can't eat it. But when it's green, it's a very delicious vegetable at the end of the day. Right here we have bay leaf, used as a spice on island. Also right here we have oranges. Soufre is famous for many different types of citruses. I'm just finding the orange tree, but apparently it doesn't have. Grapefruits on the island. If you would like to lose weight, you eat a grapefruit a day. Yes, indeed.
Thanks for the tips.
Love it.
No tips.
Right here we have the coffee beans. We just have one packet around just to have a look at what it really is.
Yes.
We have cloves. Cloves. Right here we have nutmeg. So normally the nutmeg will take approximately 10 to 11 months for the tree.
Wow.
Yeah. And the outside part, which is the mace, the red part we use as a spice. But the nutmeg really looks like a peach. A nice round peach. So when it opens and you notice the red part which is onto the inside, that means it's already good and it's already good for picking. Use. Also what's inside, you get the nutmeg itself, you have to crack open the shell. It's still in there.
Slippery little sucker.
So he said that if you have a headache, you could just grate onto the nutmeg with some rubbing alcohol in a rag and just tie it around your forehead.
You should make a little notebook
Yeah.
and sell it.
Yeah, there you
That'd be a
go.
good idea.
So right here we have the noni, the stinky fruit. So you could go back home, research, ladies and gents. It is said this is a cancer killer right here. Way better than chemotherapy, and it will kill the cancer cells. So normally I had some at home which I placed in a jar and let it ferment. After the fermentation, normally it will drop a liquid which you'll have to drink a teaspoon a day. It is used as a cleanser as well. So if you would like to research about the noni, chemotherapy, cancer cells, this is the best fruit, ladies and gents. Like I said, a doctor will kill you faster. Yeah. So even the soursop as well, with a white pulp on the inside like snow, but marshmallow, very sweet and tasty. Yogurts are made out of the soursop as well. Even milkshakes out of the soursop. Yes, it is very good, very tasty when we eat it as a fruit as well. So right here we have cinnamon. There's a tree straight up ahead which will be bypassing earlier on without leaves. But the leaves are very useful if you're drinking the tea. Like I said, medicinal purposes, inflammation, all of that, like a cleanser. Even the tea, if you have a cold stomach and you'd like to get pregnant, you could drink onto some different spices. You just whip up nutmeg, cloves together and bay leaf and boil it together with the cinnamon. At the end of the day, you sweeten the tea and you're good. You drink it for the day. Even in our mornings, if you're cold and you know you would like a spiced tea, you could drink some of those spices on a morning. So I'm just getting quick. Just for the rain, we have turmeric and the coconut itself, which is said to be the tree of life. I would walk and talk. The tree of life on the island of St. Lucia, nothing goes to waste. We do use the coconut, the roots. We boil them, we use them as a cleanser. Also the same for local craft objects. We have the coconut itself. When it's green or yellow, you could drink the sparkling water, which is onto the inside. Also good for hangovers. But what is inside? Normally persons told me it looks like cotton or something. It's very sweet. It is known as jelly. But when it is dehydrated, the coconut candy that I passed on earlier or on the strips, normally dehydrated, it forms copra. White flowers right here are begonias, also known as bread and cheese. You could eat onto the petals as well as sprinkle them on your salad. Right here we have the firecracker. So the firecracker is very interesting on the island. If you're engaged to somebody and you're not that too sure about that person, you could just take the firecracker. Once it makes a noise, you're good to go. Once it doesn't,
What is that right there? That flower hanging down.
that's a hanging heliconia, the lobster claw.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We have anthurium. This is a cocoa tree. If you notice in the purple pod when it's yellow, you could suck onto the beans. This tree right there, that's a soursop tree. The leaves are very useful if your infants have trouble sleeping at night. Just boil onto the leaves. Chemotherapy, cancer cells, all of that. Medicinal purposes on the island. Right here we have pineapples. A pineapple plant will take 9 months before having the fruit. So normally if you like another pineapple, you'll just cut up the top of the pineapple and just plant it, and then afterwards it will grow.
What about that pink one behind the pineapple?
The pink one right there, that's the wax rose.
Wax?
It is said that if you touch the flower within 7 days, it will die.
Yeah.
So we're standing under a cashew tree, ladies and gents. Yep. Over this way, this beautiful tree right there, that's a mint tree.
Oh, mint.
Oh, yeah.
Get one of those for back home.
Oh my gosh.
He loves mint. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Very minty.
Stay on this to get back.
Yep. I'm trying to get back as quick as possible.
I'm just ducking under.
So mint tree.
That's cool.
Do they grow wild on the island?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
This is your kind of island, baby.
We have rosemary, basilic, basil growing on the island as well. Thyme trees.
Ah, the spices.
So this lovely tree, this tree, that's a cinnamon tree right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's this pink fuzzy?
Oh, this is